Hey, what's up everyone? Just wanted to make a quick video saying no matter what, my energy is with you all, my love is with you all, and we're definitely going through a shift. Something huge is happening. Something big on a cosmic scale is happening, on a very large scale is taking place, is happening. And too many people resonate with what's going on. Too many people are in the same mindset, you know what I mean? The same frequency, the same thought process. And that there's a lifting of the veil happening. Something large is happening, something very big. Now we know what's happening on the grand scale of things, what's going to be, but I felt it since childhood. I've always focused on deep things. I've always focused on out there, the physics and astronomy and the universe and science and the coming of the Lord and all of that. I've focused on all of that. I felt it since I was a child. And right now, I just want to send positive energy and love. Let's pray for a good weekend. And just peace and love. I know with all the frequencies, there's a lot of good and bad frequencies happening right now. And those frequencies, you know how it says that there's a war in heaven? That there'll be a war in the heavens, and these frequencies are also battling. These frequencies are battling right now. I know it's a black screen. I'm sorry about that, but I could not screen record because my phone was completely out of memory. Even though I've removed all screenshots, got rid of unnecessary apps. There are no extra apps that I don't want to get rid of. So I'm just stuck with no memory, except for what's in the micro SD card. But you know how it states that? Well, there's a war between good and evil, light and dark. And positive, negative, good and bad. And we, as light workers, is the term I would like to use. Some of us are light workers. I don't know what my path will be in life. I don't know what I'll do as a job. I don't know what I'll do as a way to a source of income. I have no idea right now. Really. I mean, and we could definitely use it, but I don't know what I'll do, but I do know while I have the opportunity, I'm going to continue making these videos. And right now, we're at a very pivotal point in existence. I feel 2030 to 33 is a very strong pivotal point as well. Very strong. It's a very important point. I heard a few days ago, that they had planned on having a completely monitored system and an interconnected, the previous administration, interconnected connected global system. He planned, it was on the radio, his voice, the president's previous administration, the previous president's voice. Starts with an O. And, I don't even mention anymore. I don't know if I should even mention certain words or names because of the level of, discrimination and a level of censorship, but it was heard the word stated that he was going to make a total controlled society, and he was about to usher in a new order of things. His words, a new world order. And Addie heard that on the radio, and he said he was going to usher in a new order, as he called it. Yeah, I remember that. I remember them talking about it. It was a new order. And it was a new world order. It was the new world order. And they kept talking about that agenda when they go over to the Middle East and they go to Israel and things. And they were trying to push that negative frequency and make it happen. Before it was supposed to happen, they were trying to make it happen. But the dark side tries to cease. It feels it's losing its chance. It feels it's losing its opportunity. The bad side feels it's losing its opportunity. And you know who. The Prince of Delusion. The Prince of Darkness. This delusion. Causing this mass confusion. This delusion that takes place. The strong delusion. The falling away. All of this that's happening right now with so many people so confused. And chaos and craziness happening. These negative frequencies mixing with the good frequencies. Bad frequencies. All of this. Raising of the vibrations. It's happening right now for those of us who are awake and aware of it. Awakening. And they misuse the word woke. I'm woke, I'm woke. No, you're not woke if you're awakening to a political agenda. Those people who say they're woke on the big Hollywood scheme and things, Hollywood, all the schemes they feed into the agenda of, they're not woke. They think they are, but they're not even awakening to the truth. They're being led astray to something completely different. Our awakening is the real awakening, because it's a spiritual awakening, an enlightenment that's happening. The Lord's going to show us the way. But I just wanted to say that we have to keep spreading that light. But during the previous administration, he stated in his words he was going to create that. And they kept talking about the Messianic Agenda. Masons, the Messiah, they were going to bring... They said, well, the false one has to come first. They were going to fool millions, billions, masses of people. It was their words. John Kerry went over there. Biden and Obama, they all went over there, and they were going to do their bidding, meeting with the Pope, and they were going to create that agenda. It was true. It was happening. I heard it. I remembered it, and they said we need to create a new world order for sustained development of this world, and the bad has to come before the good can come. Well, they were willing for the final Antichrist, the false, to come before they said those words, because Netanyahu of Israel said all he would ever talk about was the coming of the Messiah. All he would ever talk about was the Antichrist has to come first. This system has to be in place first. We need to make this happen so the Lord can actually come. And he stated that he said all he could talk about was the coming of the Messiah and the Messianic Agenda. And he was right. That's what Netanyahu stated. Which sadly, some of them don't even believe in the Lord, but still, it's they were trying to push it over our political leaders. Then were trying to push it, and this is true. This is true stuff. He was talking about it, saying that's all he would talk about, and he said, "Well, the bad has to come before the good does, and then we can start over." I think maybe they were thinking they could bargain with the darkness when it comes, and let their little reign last even longer. I think they think when that once they get that ultimate power teleported over here and taken over, once they get that dark side, that dark power that they've been planning on bringing through for so many years, so long, I think they can utilize it for their own control and manipulate it, and make this world, the reign of this world and their leadership last even longer. Try to prolong their leadership and control, but it won't work. It's not going to work. And they think they can bargain with that power. But the ultimate power is God, the Lord. Elohim and Mashiach Yeshua. Those three names. But I wanted to state that that's what they stated. They were going to bring that in. And it's still going to happen. It's still happening right now. But I mean, it's sadly, but I think it feels like its time is running out. You know, its time is, the dark side's time is running out. They're trying to do all they can to bring their agenda in, to bring their system in. And it's in place. It's happening. But this administration put a damper in it. Put a damper on it. Slowed it down. And they don't like it. They want it back on track so they can get what they want happening again. But here's the thing, we got to put out love, because right now is a very pivotal, important time. I feel 2030 to 2033 is important, as well as 2024, because it marks the 7-year period after the previous eclipse over the United States. It marks the 7-year period of that, 7 years since that previous eclipse. The Great American Eclipse, the epic eclipse everyone was talking about. And then we had years later the Revelation sign, many people believe to be the Revelation sign. It's quite interesting. But I put out love, positive energy, and I just wanted to state that until that time happens, may we be blessed. Because we could definitely use the blessings. Things aren't necessarily so great right now with many of us. Many of us are struggling right now. Many are struggling. Not just us, but many are struggling for anything in this world, in the world around us. With all this shifting and everything else, there's been a lot of frequencies, and I think they try to counteract our positive frequencies and all the frequencies that we put out, all the natural frequencies that are changing in this world. They try to counteract it, override it with negative frequencies and 5G and all these other technological frequencies. The Earth is trying to counteract it and balance it. And these things that we're hearing, the Earth is changing, the universe is changing, things are changing, everything is changing. And reality is shifting. And I don't know whether reality itself is being manipulated and it's malleable and changeable, which it is. I do know that personally because I've done some strange things myself, and that things are manipulatable and changeable. But sometimes that takes a heck of a lot of energy to do. But wish I could bring positive good fortune and financial blessings. That would be awesome. But bottom line is, I think they're realizing, the dark side is realizing that the time is running out for them, and they want to seize that window of opportunity to try to counteract any positive vibrations that they possibly can while they can. And they feel like it feels, who feels like the ultimate opportunity. You know what? I should say the ultimate deceiver feels like his opportunity is running out. And he's trying to do all he can to deceive and all he can to put out that negative energy and counteract the positive energy that the light workers are trying to put out. And that's happening. Yeah, there probably will be a lot of heck to go through before the good side, before the positive. There probably will be a lot of heck to go through before the good part comes. I'm sure there will be. Many are suffering now. But the Lord will bless us. Anyway, I just wanted to state that let's keep counteracting that negative energy with positive energy. I have my negatives, believe me. I have my negatives, my negative moments, my darkness, depression, anxiety, all of that crap, all of that mess. But let's counteract it with love, peace, love, and just positivity, positive energy. All right, so from one light worker to another one, peace, much love, signing out, and our time's coming, and it's already here. Let's put out love, because no one can take away the ultimate promise. No one can take away the ultimate promise. Remember that. Let's counteract with love and light. And just know that don't be fooled by the darkness when it comes. Don't be fooled by the darkness when it happens. Don't be fooled by the fake agenda. Don't be fooled by the masquerade of lies, because it's a great deceiver. And I just want to say, you can see through the facade. And just know that we are living at a very important point in history, in existence. There's also, you should look up an old Hopi Native American Indian prophecy as well, about the blue and red Kachina and all of that. That matches the times in which we live greatly as well. It's over a 500-year-old prophecy and biblical prophecy as well matches the times in which we live. The book of Matthew, Daniel, Revelation, I believe Ezekiel. I might have already said Daniel, but just know that we're at a very pivotal point. It's a very important point, and we've got to counteract with love and light, and that reign of darkness is almost over. At least we hope so. Anyway, peace and much love. Just wanted to state that, and that's all we can keep doing is putting out the light. I love you all. My links are below if you'd like to show your support. Every little bit helps. Signing out. My email for this channel is below as well if you'd like to contact me. Signing out. My phone is not working right now, so I'm just having to record a video with a black screen. So I wasn't able to do a screen recording. Messages, everything is all messed up, so I'm having to actually go on Chrome browser to view my emails and things like that. So peace, signing out. Love you all. Sending love, because that is the most important thing I can do right now. Let's pray for positivity. I love you all. Signing out. I feel this channel was meant to be, and that's all there is to it. Peace.